on YouTube. It's Keith. My actual title for YouTube use, it's Keith hashtag Get Me Outdoors. Just use that name because I just love the outdoors. I just thought it was appropriate. I just love being outdoors. So won't go too much more into that. What I'm here today, this is the first time I've put anything on YouTube. First time I've even made this type of recording, to be honest with you. So forgive me if I get little bits wrong, or say bits wrong, or say too much, which that will probably happen. But anyway, we'll play it by ear and see how we go. So I'm here today to show, as you can see in front of me, the backpacking gear for what I use for going wild camping mainly. When I do go on a trek, I tend to go and stay overnight really, and have a decent walk. Just find if you're staying over, you just do twice as much basically. Plus you can split a really long walk in half and just enjoy it a little bit more really. Enjoy the scenery, and just take things in about your environment you're in, and just make the best of being outdoors basically. This is my backpack. It's quite a recent addition, quite a recent investment really. It's as you can see, you probably can't see from that angle, but it's the Osprey. Arthur, whatever you want to pronounce it. 70 litres, more than enough for what I need really, for what I use it for really. It's probably more designed for multi-day treks, but I find if you're going away for 1 or 2 nights, you just use the same gear really if you're staying for 3, 4, 5 nights. So even though it is designed for multi-day use, I find if you're staying away for 1 or 2 nights, you do take similar gear really with you. So I've opted for this bag because it's a well-made backpack, quite substantial. It's got a rigid frame system on it, so the bag's not going to go anywhere. It'll stay on your back in the rigid position. It's not going to have any play or movement in it. So that's why I opted for this one really. The one I had previous to this, which I'll show you, which is actually on the picture of this particular channel. So I'll just show you that just now. So that's what I used before. Like I said, it's in the picture of me of a YouTube channel. It's just a regatta. It's just a cheap thing really. But like you can see, there's no structure to it. Like I said, I just thought I'd just basically upgrade for something just a little bit more substantial really. So anyway, that's enough basically. So that's my tent. It's a Banshee 200. There's me sleeping mat, roll mat, which is the Thermarest white. I'll don't need to I can show you quickly. So basically they'd be on there in that type of order, or that order, or I might choose to put it on the top, which to be honest with you, it's more than likely going to be in that type of order. I'll just show you quickly this roll mat, which I don't really need to show you, self-explanatory, but there's my Thermarest. put a couple of lacquer bands, keep it in order. It's one of the oldish type, I've had it for 10 years. It's done me in good time, you know, it's quite a good one really. Just going to pause it for the time being. So I'll have to get in. I'm sorry about that, chaps. Yeah, going on to my roll mat, sorry about that. Yeah, it's about 10 years old. It's probably a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier than what's on the market now, but it was 40 quid. Like I say, it was 10 years ago. So for the same money, you wouldn't get anything much better than that, to be honest with you. In time to come, might invest and get the latest type. But it's, you know, I know what's on the market now. They're a lot more expensive. They're a lot lighter. They're a lot smaller, but it does the job. So again, don't really need to show you. I'm sure the people who are watching this are familiar with backpacking tents. Yeah, as you can see, it's the Banshee 200. This is a little bit wider than how it is. It's got a ground mat in there, a lightweight one. It's only a cheap one, just to put underneath my tent when I'm pitching it. Just got the ground mat on the sheets, it's a little bit thin, on the thin side, so it just adds a little bit more protection. And if there isn't like little rocks or stones or anything that I might have missed when I'm checking the area where I'm gonna pitch my tent, you know, it'll rip the ground mat and not the actually ground sheet of the tent. But I usually check the area anyway. You know, I don't go and pitch my tent knowing that there's sharp articles on the ground. So that's mainly just a little bit more protection really. So that's that. So as you can see, everything goes in dry bags. Even though I've got a cover in top of my rucksack, what covers the complete rucksack, it might not cover everything. So as you can see, there it is. But driving winds and what have you, you know, it might get underneath. Like water gets everywhere really when it's driving rain, if that happens. So I just keep everything in dry bags. You just know where you are then. You know everything's going to be dry. So let's quickly shove that back in there. I'll sort that out after. So here in this compartment, before I actually go into the main rucksack itself, just shove this in here because really it'll be more on my person. But if I just need to slip it in there, if I know where I'm going, that's fine. But it's just me, my map, what I use, whichever one it'll be. I just put that in there for an example. Compass, just a bog standard compass. I've had this for probably 20 years. And a compass is a compass. It does the same trick as a really expensive one. You know, this was probably mid-range, about 18 quid, 15 quid, something like that. It's just a cheap carrier case. Going on to maps, get the waterproof ones. That's the way forward. I would do that when these go knackered, which it's only a matter of time before they do, because they're just the paper ones. Some out there have got like a waterproof film. It's like a membrane on them, but the laminated ones are the best, I think. They're a little bit bulkier, you know. It's personal choice, I suppose, which you would opt for. But the laminated ones are a little bit more substantial than the actual like resin, which are they're all right. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. They'll still be waterproof. But I think the other ones, laminated type, will last a lot longer. Twice as expensive, but last probably 4 times as long. Well, they'll probably just last a hell of a long time. So that's that. So in here, just got like just a waterproof, like a Kagul. I'd have this if I wasn't taking my raincoat, which is in here. So I'll just put that in just to show you really that if I didn't take my raincoat, that's what I'd take. Waterproof pants. Again, not the most expensive of pantsaws and regatta, but you know they do the job. So they are breathable to a point. Obviously, they're not as breathable as the more upmarket ones, but I suppose you get what you pay for. But I'd rather not pay a lot of money because I'm not going to be in them for that long. You know, if it's raining that hard or that much, I just put my tent up and just get in my tent. To be honest with you, I don't mind a little bit of rain, and I have walked in horrendous downpours, but I just don't see the enjoy. I don't get any enjoyment walking in miserable weather, in low cloud, etc. I'm not going to go into that, but basically, to keep you dry, that's all you want. Plus, if you're walking too much in any breathable waterproof pants, I think you'll find you will sweat, and obviously it depends what you got underneath. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail into that one. Let's move on. So I'll now coming on to the top part of the rucksack. I'll start at the bottom, work my way up. I'll start at the top, work my way down. There's a little innuendo I could put onto that, but I won't do. So let's start at the top. I'll get this out first. So that's my raincoat, Gore-Tex Berghaus. It's a good raincoat that. Very top pouch pocket. Excuse me. It's getting a bit warm in here. Right. Where was we? Top pouch pocket. That's the drink system, filtration system. You can see it's a Sawyer one. Really good, compact, lightweight, 20 quid, something like that. Brilliant. Syringe there to clean if you get any bits in. Just flushes it out. Yeah, really good. So I've got a small container there which I use is me used water, unclean water if you will, unfiltered. So I class that as like my dirty bottle. So that's all the water what I gather out of streams, brooks, tarns, etc. And then it'll get squirted into the bigger bag or into my bladder bag, which I've got in my bag, which is incorporated just behind the back. So that's that. So also in the actual top bit, this top bit I'm talking about, not top part of my main bag, but the actual lid. This is just like electrical items, stuff what I need to get my hands on, you know, quite quickly really. Binoculars. Again, I might take them, I might not do. I'll just put them in there just for like option really. Like a lot of stuff I'll have in here. Not necessarily I'll take everything all. I'll take everything. So obviously, as you can see, quite a decent head torch there. So that says in there, battery pack, charge my phone. The phone would probably be in here, or it'd be in one of the little side pockets, which is actually on the belt buckle strap. As you can see, each side's got like a little pouch pocket, so it might more than likely be in there. I'm just going to put my car keys in there as well. Got one on each side. So that's that. Right, so I'm going into the main part of my bag now. Got the vast majority of the heavier items at the top, lighter at the bottom, but it tends to be about the main weight part of it, so it's like midway, but I do try and like spread it out a bit, so it's not top heavy, it's not bottom heavy, it's medium. So got like quite light stuff at the top. In here is just a fleece. If I know, like, ideally I'd have like one of these lightweight puffer jackets, but again, it's an investment what I might get in the future, but for now I'll just use a warm fleece. Doesn't take that much room up really. It is a little bit bulky, but it's light enough. Obviously it's bulkier and heavier than a puffer jacket, a lightweight puffer jacket, but you know, it serves its purpose, it fits, it's not too heavy, so I might do with this for now. Like I say, it's just a fleece from Army Surplus store. It's really warm, you know, it's a really good jacket. You can get that underneath your raincoat, you know, and you're plenty warm enough. And also when you get to camp, it's a bit cooler. That'll keep you warm. But it does keep you warm. It's good. In the top, this is just my food. Just an example of what I may take. I tend to go for the hydrated setup. So porridge, some Kendal mint cake, chocolate bars, dehydrated food. You know, that type of thing. Again, just put that in there just to show you an example, really, roughly what I'd be taking. It's that type of stuff what I normally take. I'm not one of these who take lavish food up, because at the end of the day, it's only for a couple of days. You know, it's not brilliant food, but you know, you can live off it. It's all right, and I don't mind it for a short time. It's not my chosen food, but it's light, instant, and again, personal choice. That's my choice. Coffee, always take decent amounts of coffee, instant, 3-in-1, can't go wrong. The cook system, this is a bit of a DIY effort here. It's just silver foil from one of these value shops, 2 for £1. Sort of gives it away, doesn't it? Spork, it's just one utensil for all. That's all tech, you know, nothing else utensil wise. Might take a knife with me, for obvious reasons, opening bits and bobs up, but so this is my cook system. Not gonna go really too much into this. In here it's like a jet boil. I'll show you quickly. I don't really want to go too much into great detail of what I've got, but as you can see there, you know, it's like the jet boil type of thing. It's like a replica really. Got it from the Go outdoor shop. Lighter, and I've like a little pin, like a little nail in there as well, which just pins and the back of me homemade windbreak shelter thing. Obviously I won't have the elastic band round when it's in use. It's just purely for carrying in the backpack. So that's that. Again, pot 2 pots. There's my gas. Self-explanatory, you know. Got these off the net. I think it's direct from China. 7 or 8 quid, something like that. Really good. So that's that. Cup. Again, I put bits and bobs in there, but again, it's just to show you what I take. It's more than big enough for what I need. I like a decent brew. Bigger the cup, I just need more of them sachets in. So, 1 bowl for all. That's all I take. Cheap effort. This, you know, does the job. It's like 4 for £1. So obviously I only need 1, but you know, good enough. Little scouring sponge there. Normally I just wipe it with either some kitchen roll or a wipe, and I wouldn't necessarily use that, but it's small, it's light, so I'll just take it. Trowel, if you do need a number 2, hopefully you don't, but I always find when I go, I don't know about you guys, but when I go wild camping, I always end up having a number 2. I don't know, it must be being out in the fresh air, but obviously, you know, dig a decent hole, I'd say 12 inches, something like that, you know, a decent depth. So what you do, you know, it doesn't get dug up instantly by the wildlife. If you can't burn your toilet paper, put it in a bag, double bag it in like a nappy bag or something, and take it back with you. Try and burn it if you can, but if it's not appropriate to do so, just bag it and put it back. Just put it somewhere in your rucksack out of the way and take it home with you. They recommend you not to bury toilet paper unless it's these biodegradable type paper, because toilet paper just doesn't rot, or if it does, it takes a long time. So when your number 2 is rotted, your paper will still be there. So it's just good practice. Just either burn it or take it home with you. Hopefully you won't need a number 2, but if you do, take a trowel. That was like £3 from the net again. Really strong plastic trowel. And when you do, if you do need to go for a wee or a number 2, make sure you do out of the way of any water course or streams or anything like that. You know, for obvious reasons, and just be mindful of your surroundings, the wildlife, and you know, just anyway, you get the picture, right? What's in this one? Alright, this is my sleep system now. So I've got a little hot water bottle there, which is I nicked that from my wife, and she got it part of a gift set. I took the actual woolen covering off, and that'll go down bottom of the sleeping bag just to take the chill off if I need it. You know, it's quite light. But, you know, if I choose not to use it, I don't have to use it. But so I've known, I've seen other people using like the metal flask containers, filling that full of hot water and putting that in. But to be honest with you, I'm not taking any bottles with me. I might take one plastic bottle, but I'll be taking mainly my bladder pack and then drinks containers, what I showed you earlier. So yeah, it's small. So that's that. Thermal socks. But these again was from a discount retailer. I think there was 1 or 2 pairs for £1. This is the inflatable pillar. Got this from the supermarket, being with tea. Weren't so much, about £4, something like that. Really comfortable actually. It's really lightweight and compact, so I'm quite chuffed with that. Again, there's loads of these type of things on the market, but I got that and it works fine. And I've got like it's like a neck warmer thingamajig here. As you can see, you know, I can use it if it's a bit cold, a bit breezy. You know, you can double it up, and you can also use it. Well, I use it, I should say, for a pillow case, pillow cover, because it's like a fleece. It's quite warm. It's quite comfortable as well. So when that's inflated, that goes over the top, and it's really good. Quite chuffed with that idea, really. Long johns, just thermals, really. That's all I'd use. Of course, if it's not that cold, I won't be using them. Might not even take them. And if it is cool at night, the old Benny beanie. Keep my golden locks warm at night time. Spare clothes are in here as well. Again, self-explanatory. Socks, undies, top, bottoms. Not really need to go into that too much. So that's that. So then in here is another dry bag. As you can see, try and keep things into sections if I can. Let's tip it all out. So in here, got me towel, microfiber, Life Adventure. You know, it's quite a big towel, that really. You know, it's more than adequate, really. You know, to be honest with you, just like a smaller one would do, but a smaller one probably wouldn't be that much smaller when it's folded properly. Now I've unfolded it, I'll shove it in there. Some like stereotype wipes, antibacterial wipes, kitchen roll. Again, I'd use them for like cleaning my pots and stuff, utensils, and so I'm not taking like a stainless steel spork. I'd use the wipes after I'd use this. Obviously, I don't want to get some bug or anything. You've got stainless steel, you know, you could just wipe that out, not a problem, and you'll be fine with that. But anything what's not stainless steel, you know, bugs and bacteria and things, they like things to grip onto. Stainless steel, just wipe it with a cloth and you'll be fine. But everything else, I'd use like the stereo wipe type stuff. Inside here at night time, I'd use got like a little magnet on there, which I don't usually have anything magnetic with me when I'm in the tent anyway at night, but normally just have that on the floor and it shines up and it's more than it lights up the tent really. So it's a good little lamp, that. Spare batteries. Comes hand in hand, whatever you take, make sure you got spare batteries for them, just in case they do switch themselves on in transit. So if you get to camp and it's been on all the time, you've been trekking, you'll be cheesed off. So always take spare batteries. Got a little torch there. Again, got this from the net, direct from China again. Couple of quid. Just takes one of the AA batteries, so I've got a spare one of those as well. The head torch I had in the top part of my rucksack. Again, I'd put spare batteries with that as well. Woolly hat, gloves, again, you know, not top of the range, but they're the same as top of the range. Damn sight cheaper, you know. Wash kit, multi-purpose soap, used for anything. It's a massive pot, that. I think I might put that into a smaller pot or get a small. I know you can get smaller pots, but I got that because it was cheaper, just as cheap as the smaller pot. But this facial wipes and this general like cleansing wipes, really. I fancy wiping myself with one of the cleaning wipes. Toothpaste, toothbrush, moisturiser cream for my golden locks. Factor 15 sun lip balm, no 25. Just a moisturiser, really. Chap lips on these mountains. Little mirror, Christmas crackers special, that. Deodorant. Some like Radox stuff. Ray gel, I don't know what it is. It's been in there for so long, don't even know if it'll work. If you got that bit of cramp or something like that after a day's hiking. Earplugs, and that's it for in there. Again, that can be lessened or increased, but that's more or less what I'd take. I won't take anything more than that, might even take less than that. Like I say, I probably won't take that, to be honest with you. I tend to just rinse things out with plain water, but again, it's like an antibacterial type soap, is that, so I might take it, but like I say, in a smaller container. You probably only need like a nail varnish type tub type size. First aid kit. I'm not going to go into this now because I think this video will be long enough, and I think people will be thinking, oh my god, when will this man shut up? Which my wife says it to me quite often anyway, so but yeah, this is my first aid kit, /survival kit. It's got loads in there. Half its stuff I'd never use, but in case I did, it's there. I will do another video for this type of thing or anything else what I haven't really gone into any great detail. Going back to if I do need to go and have a number 2, it's got some cheap wipes and toilet roll in there. There's nothing worse than not cleaning your arse properly. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but got some hand gel as well, some sanitizer hand gel. So, sit mat, you know, kept the cellophane on because it just lasts longer and it's just easier to wipe, really. I've got quite a few of these, so I just put whatever in the bag.